Ryanniag ti Ilocos Sur, programa ngagserbi kamang kenram tayo iti gobyerno probinsyal. Lalo na, iti beneg iti sanggo niyang panlalawigan ti probinsya ng Ilocos Sur. Mangted tinanay ng informasyon kadagiti programa, proyektos, tulong, ken mga sistir kadagiti ang problema nga OFW ang kalugaran tayo. Ryanniag ti Ilocos Sur. Tinagaget, Produktibo Presiding Officer, the busy Governor of the Province of Ilocos Sur, Ryan Luis Singson, our main anchor, Ken Lito Javier, our co-anchor, Ryanniag ti Ilocos Sur, at tuyen nagsubli ngagserbi kada kayo, agsipod tada kayo ti inspirasyon mi, Ryanniag ti Ilocos Sur, da kayo ti inspirasyon mi.
Hello, good morning, 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 good morning. Good morning, Ilocos Surian, and welcome to Ryanniag ti Ilocos Sur. Kumusta kayo amin na po? Today is Monday, ngayon? March 18, mga kaibigan. Kumusta kayo amin na po? Happy viewing. Kada kayo amin na po nga awan iti labas na. Sa pala ko mati, tipiakin karigad, da kayo manin na po, sangwanan television nyo, Tro Iloco Heritage sa channel Facebook Live, ken kastamat na po iti Eagle Vision Cable TV. Dugayem kamsat yung kapidyo Lito Javier, manipod met apo ti pisina na po Vice Gobernador Ryan Singson, Diyos unay tagngina. Ti intay man na po panag titinna ko na iti dito yung oras. OFW, kumusta kayo amin na po? Nako, grabe, dita Haiti, mga kaibigan. Dagitig trabaho dita Haiti apo. Dito iti maysa kadagitay crucial itata nga pasabak ta naka-alert level 3 da dijay ket iti opisina iti Department of Migrant Workers sa babanti panangidaolo ni Attorney Hans Leo Kakdak ket ditoy nga inalertuda amin nga OFW nga agtrabaho di jay Haiti, papagayam, kastameten na po ti Embahada ti Pilipinas sa jay, agsipod iti daytoy, mapaspasangasangan apo nga gubat. Grabe. Adang amin apo ti tensyon niya, di jay Haiti, mga kaibigan. So, kumusta kaya amin dita po? Be alert always. Alikumkumin nyo na kita gamit yun, no dapan nakabalin na. Narigat ti maawan ng trabaho, ngam tay kunak narigrigat ti may sakripisyo ti biag na. So nga nabayag kayo ditan numampay nabitpay dagiti dadduma anya nga rod awan sa bali, mga kaibigan, nga intayo apo aramiden no saan nga dijay agsagana tayo nga nasayaat. Wan ken agdesisyon tayo as soon as possible gagayem ken na po kailan. So, kumusta kayo amin na po? Happy viewing. Kada kayo amin nga awan iti labas na. Be alert always. Lalo kada kayo apo nga dadtabalas yung tao. Di bali dito Pilipinas na talagang awan sa bali pagtarayam Pilipinas. Kesunod da kita abroad, mga kaibigan, orepay no kayat mo tagawid no awan ti pagluganam, ng eroplano, kada barko. Awan, narigat lang ta tibiyag. Narigat, di ba? Inanos. Oh, bagpay dito ita adaman problema kinawan, kain narakop mo lata, dagito'y membros iti pamilya mo. Dagito'y diferensya tayo, papagayam. No, da sa gubanit ti bagyo, no da ka dita balasyo tao, awan sa bali nga, kapatang mo, tabukod mo nga bagi. O, nakailad ka dijay, bagbagim. Iyawa mo man bagi, dijay baso dijay, makakainumak, kapilitan nga bumangong ka. Hanga kasalan ti Pilipinas, nya, no, kine, sa gubanin mo, mang, bantayan na handa pampanawan, oh, di ba? No, dalagi tayo kabagyam, dala baon-baonam, daya, iti pagsyatan na, no, daka dito, Pilipinas, di ba? So nga, numabaling, daka tabrod, bawal magkasakit, once nga daka tabrod, bawal magkasakit, grabe. Lamin na po, kumusta kaya amin? Nakadagdaga ang iti panawon, 18 itata, mga kaibigan, sino tagpiesta tata? Municipality of Nagbukal. Kumusta kayo dita Nagbukal, Ilocos Sur? Papagayam, nang rugiday di na minsan, ngal daw. Municipality of Nagbukal. Ube Festival, dijay ili ti Sogpon. Apo. Nagsapadamot nga nakapan, parbangon, dagitay tropa nga napan, di mo na tao nakasurutan. Papagayam, Ken Inton no Rabii, di tamat Salcedo, baka tanto nga ta Salcedo, ti makasurutak basik. Piyestang-piyesta yung matapo dita Municipality of Salcedo, Ilocos Sur. Mga kaibigan, happy viewing and happy listening. Kada kayo amin na po dita Salcedo, Ilocos Sur, Redalwan, niya po Mayor Pilihan tayo, Ninya Ichun. Yan. Gusto kaya amin na po dita. Apo may Mayura, Ninya. Ken, siyempre, ni Apo Pring Heronilia, ni Papang na, Vice Mayor. Ni Apo Bukal, Leopoldo Jr. Ken ni dating Bukal, Engineer, Jusel Heronilia. Musta kaya amin dita po happy viewing. Kada kayo dita Salcedo. Taga dita ni Miss Jamila Kaden. Salcedo, Ilocos Sur. Okay mga kaibigan, alakit kumusta tibiyag? Dito yung probinsya tayo apo, Lunes kat regular session, ado dagitay mapasamakmat nga sesyon. Iti kada na dumaduma nga ili-ili. Yan. Ure gamit mag-single, piyesta da mo. Tapi nagadto gigid nga piyesta tatan nang rugida idi 16, 17, 18 up to 25. Papagaya mag-single. Musa na mag-single apo Mayor Rico Fabis, ya. Agasat nga oras. Okay. Adaman na paltugan di jay kuan kabal kabugawan. May kamanulitan, may kapatan. Iti daytoy bulan iti Marso, mga kaibigan. Ba, natuso tayo matlao na yan. Adumat niya. Nakadua kayo takabugawan. May sa tibigan, may sa tibantay. Kaya, naranggas mo't unay ti taon. Nya dagiti apo pan nakabagiti tayo po. Ya. Kita nyo maturog kay samatan. Dito ka trabaho yun ito to serve and protect the people. No dapat nakabalin na 24 hours iti panagmasid natin, mga kaibigan. Nya nga din na po once di dan samot nga kabain ken kabuteng ti kapulisan dito probinsya tayo. Apaya nga kastimutan ti mapaspasama kan. Nakabutang pa kidi rumrumwaran, mga kaibigan. Tadi mo amuna po, di kamot nga secure din. Dito yung probinsya tayo ng Ilocos Sur, takas tayo, aksasaro mo iti shooting incident. Dagi tayo napasamak, apo, dito parte na tikabugaw, idi na minsan, di pa ilang nasolsolbar neta, adaman na yun nan, dito bigan, di pa nasolsolbar, dito yung bantay, awang pa apo, naidardarom, di ba? Ado ti saysayang usang. Teko na da po ang kwentong barbero, no? Adda ka di tarwar, adda ka takal kalsada, ngam. No alam to sto, hamot nga may papel na gijay. Apay nga umon-umon na gijay marites itatan. Nakadumot na po ti surumrumor nga marites ito, marites sadyay. No alam yun ti legal, awamot iti nay korte, awamot nay darom kada kasano nga rodin ngay. Anang nga po ti braan tayo, gagayam ka na po kay lian, laman. Di ba? Anya ti obraan tayo nga road. Itata. Apay nga kasi ti mapaspasamak. So, ada ba ti question iti binag iti peace and order? Aglalo apo masakbayan iti election. Here comes October. Piling daytan. Papagayam. Kadagito nga tiyempo na po rumrumwar ti sari-saritan sa isayang gusungan ni Kastoy, kandidato ni Kastoy, dabalbalakin na kung kunada. Sos Mariosep Ginoo. Masapol ng isecure tayo apo ti lugar tayo. Narigat na jay. Ada dagiti mapasamak nga kakastoy. Papagayam. Nasyat kidiata ko Nasyat kidiata haan nga public figure apo. Dagiti mapalpaltugan nga. Even though, dagito'y kat tao da. Dagito'y kat adabiyag da. Takunak karon kada kayo, no, vehicular accident ti matay, oray no opa nga gigiddan, nakaslaki ti pan nakatay dagito'y babaklay dita sa Naldipunso, nadungpar da, haa nga kontrobersya na kasi vehicular accident. Ngam no, mapaltugan ti may isang nga tao, papagayam, oray no low profile isuna, ordinaryo nga tao lang, basta paltog, itinausar, paltog, natagtagbat, nabagbagsol, di kita, I got something wrong. Iti peace and order iti pagilian tayo, iti probinsya tayo, iti ili tayo, papagayam. So nga, please man lang nga po, tulong-tulong po tayo, hindi naman lahat, hindi naman aming nga banag, pabaklay tayo po, tibiyang iti kapulisan. No, da iti marites nila, apay nga di tayo ngumang i-dokumento. Tapno ti kastak at masulbar, dagito ya po nga paspasamak. Amoyo diti probinsya tayo. Kasla adapay lang nga po dayjay ko na tayong henyo o peer factor. Ya, dayjay bahala nagtan hambang asyak ti maseknan, hangko mga kapamilya, awan dayta. Diba? Dayjay ti kaamak tayo ditoy. Daadapay lang itikas jay nga panagpampanunot. Walang pakialam, mga kaibigan. Walang pakialam no mapangka po iti hostisya. Ngam, no may panggap ipo ti chismis, nakaw, mas mabilis pa kaysa alas 4. Papagayam, may marites here, marites there. Ya? Oh, hangka ding gusto. Nagpaspas, di ba? Niyala po, napartugan ni Kastoy. Ay, datay sa ko rin. Ay, ni Kastoy na itang amain. Kung kunada, papagayam, haanda apo nga, kayat iti lumantad. Handa kayat apo iti maipapel. Gagayim ka na po kailan, dagitoy nga klase, dagitoy nga informasyon. Why not nga tulungan tayo iti kapulisan? Why not nga aramiden tayo iti responsibilidad tayo? Amoyo no natured kita tao nga agipulong. Kas kumati katured yung kadagiti agipost, kadag comment di Facebook. Kasi kumati katured tayo, tapno ti kasta papagayam. Kat maati pa dagitoy nga krimen. Amoyo dagitoy killer idi ununana sa balit estilo da. Nya? Kasjay, mga kaibigan. Okay? Tumawag ako madama program ko. Kasjay, gagayim ka na po kailan ya. Killer idi, killer itata. Dagiti killer idi kay. Dagiti duman, dimagadan. Dagiti duman, ul-ulodan da sakadan, handa makarwaran lalakaydan, handa nagpabales. Dagiti duman, nabales da. Tata addamanen mga kaibigan ti digiti tumano ren na pong dakas nga tattao ditoy lubungan mga kaibigan. Ya, nakasurusuro damatan na pong gigampal tugan. Dayjay tata pumatay dan. Bingda pay dagita. So ngatay ko nakarudan na po no sapaan tayo da nga anawaan at ipaan ay ket mabalin no adda torred tayo. Kasjay hangkade at ay ngamin dito, tinuradan ngamin dito. Ta siyempre, no, awan ti mayat nga agi baga, awan ti mayat apo nga tumakder, awan ti mayat apo. Sige, aglalo damo mga anak kadakwadan, ananakan de gitay nalaing aganak dita, ninong kada ninong ninang da, papagayam, di ba? Madamdama, sabali na pasamak kadakwadan. Kasjaya po, iti mangyari, tumurod da, ina broad daylight, pumatay da, gagayam ka na po. Kasjaya po iti sitwasyon. Kasi sitwasyon tayo, mga kaibigan. Dito'y bukod tayo apo nga lokalidad. So nga, apay nataymutan yung number 1 nga killer, number 1, number 2, number 3, awan damutan. Apay nga damanan. Kasi syempre, nakita damot ngamin. Iti tattao dito ayan tayo nga takrot tayo nga agsarita po no pudno ti kay papanan na. Ngam no dati haan nga pudpudno no digiti sinasalangguitis lang, nagpaspas tayo, nga agmamarites, di ba? Post tayo nga post niya Facebook, nakaturturin tayo mga kaibigan, at dalaki di basi nasirip yung apo. Lalo ni skandal ko maganda, nakita yung di nga nagitay, agin inarakot jay sirok ti sinaban, post kayo nga post. Nagpalapal ni Lola, jay Ilocos Norte, post kayo nga post, nakadahanon dito Ilocos Sur. Ya? Amin sa kalsada, mga kaibigan, nakaipusan na po, ultimo banawang, at dahil ni Lola nga nakaigam apo di pangor. Kasi man ti kapaspas tayo, no, may panggap ka digiti, joke, kadaglalawak dita, nga antay aramidan. Ngayon no, tay, dahil kaisuna nga masapul na kayo, papagayam tapno, mapagtal na kin, masulbar ti maysa nga pasamak, hantayo apo nga aramidan. Di tayo ba't apo nga agipos, gagayam ka na po yan. Dito yung nga comment. No, dalaki di ba comment tayo nga comment tayo. Comment dito, comment di ay. Awang may tulong na kasya. Apo kailyan. padasin nyo. No mapasama ka krimen dito lugar yung saw kay nga dago si bagayo. Oh, ni kastoy sir, ni kastoy sir nakita tidwa bokal mata kinja nagkamali. Iso na sir. Agtal nada. Tingata mo, baka sakto sublyanan da. Aawan, padasem. Sika kuma da pinaltokan da isang wanang balayaw. Ya. Oh. Nakita na ka nga iso na nakita mo. Ya. Nakita na ka. Nga iso na tinakakita king ka. Kanya na. Kanya sumarano riyay. Hangka nagsasao. Ito no ko, may nakantomoten. Asi-asi ganain. Padasem tigkotet. Sarano ka. Kung kung natin yan. Ngayon no, sinigod mo. Sir, ni kastoy nga masyastoy. Oh, dinampot na nga dagos. Mga kaibigan. May pangtana kanto pa'y nga road. Sipsiputan mo ti otoridad isonan. Kasjay, mga kaibigan. Nagtalnada ah. Oh. So nga ito nabayag kong ibagbaga kada kayo. Sipod di danak ti Bombo Radio, agsauka. Yeah. Agsauka, o apo. Kung kuna tayo nung kanta tayo simbaan, di ba? Oh. Awam mo. So nga hantay nga masul-basulbar, dagiti krimen, diti probinsya tayo ng Ilocos Sur. Dahil tangan apo, iti kasla kumbaga parang henyo tayong. Diti probinsya tayo, mga kaibigan. Hantayo na po nga mapasardesardeng dagito yan. Gagayim ka na po yan. Because of this, because of our kababalin. Ha? Nga hantayo nga kayat ti makibiyang no masapula po iti panagtakder tayo. Ngam no datay, ore no handa nga dokamatan at tibiyang mo. Ket nalaing ka ngagchismis, nalaing ka marites, nalaing ka nga dagitag pasapasagi di Facebook. Kaya useless. Diba? Useless po. So, nya may tulong na kadilay, da kadi may tulong na dayay. Gayam ka na po kay diyan. No kas man na po ti takder, iti may sakada tayo, awan, mga kaibigan. So, ati kaya tayo dito, peace and order. Nakapya, naduras, nga probinsya nga Ilocos Sur, nga papagayam. Wan, ket no tayo matsadot nga pulis, tadya lang agsipsip pa ti sweldo, ti pampanunutin da, dahil ang promotion da, iti pampanunutin da, mga kaibigan. Dahil ang pangawarkwartaan, iti panunutin da. Ay kahit nasisiyat lang na po nga, sukatan tayo, isuda. Ya, mangpay destino tayo, iti sabali dito, nga, tikasapulan tayo, nagagat. Nagagat. Okay? Ore no hantay nga kalugaran, basta nagagat, ngagtrabaho. Ore no haan tayo apo kabkabagyan, basta nagagat, ngagtrabaho. Ipakita na nga isuda kat protector iti biag ti tattao, mga kaibigan. To serve and protect. Sana po maranasan tayo tikas jay, mga kaibigan. So ati ko nak, karagiti nga paspasamak, nakamamak paikit din, itig pasya-pasyar. Tira brabi. Nya, ore teng nga taldaw, nakamamak paikit din, di ka nga sigurado iti karadgad ken kinatalged mo. Kadagituyan na po nga panawan, mga kaibigan. Taglalo, at dalabasit nga gitgitan di ta kalsada, ya, pangta ditoy, pangta diyay, inno na, mga kaibigan. Kasya po ti pasamak, kasya po ti sitwasyon. So, sapay-sapay lang ko siya sinuman ti nakabuya ken nakangag, dito yung komento, mga kaibigan, ti kayat tayo lang dito ya po, ma-secure tayo, anatalgad ti probinsya tayo nga Ilocos Sur, mga kaibigan, ket agsasaruno dagiti shooting incident, patay ditoy, patay diyay. Kasanon, iti promosyon, iti turismo, dito yung probinsya tayo nga Ilocos Sur. Ya, hantay mo't nga kayat nga kasi apo. Adapay nga Ryanniag ti negosyo, adapay nga Ryanniag ti biag. Dito yung probinsya tayo nga Ilocos Sur, no kastapo ti mapasama. Ya, so nga dapat agtitinulong tayo, mga kaibigan. Kontrain tayo, dagiti kakastoy apo. No daman dagiti amuyo nga makaitured dita. Ibagayo ti ka pulisan, mga kaibigan. Tapno ti kastapo kat barbarang no. Mapagtal na tayo isuda. Agagayem. Ya. Hantay nga subliana nen, 2024 tatan, hantay nga agsubligin ti Dark Ages nalpalabas na gijayen, nagragsak, nagbiag nga nakapya, dito rabaw iti daga, papagayam. Ya? Ang abali nga matay ka ti sakit, huwag ka lang nga matay, nga mapaltugan, nga dagdagan dati pan nakatay mo, dagitoy, mamamatay, dito yayan tayo. Amo nga ti kapulisan, dito yayan tayo. Amudan siya sino digiti makabaal. Ay niya kiti niya manmanulaeng iti makabaal. Digi may isang lugar, may isang barangay, pag di dinamaganan no amo na, unday ta ka killer reta. Nga nga diti pagpapatayan na di kagayaan, gilaon yon. Di ba? Adali kasjay, mga kaibigan. Oh, di ba? Kasjay, oh, deta may turid na pumatay deta. Deta may turid na tikwa, matangtangdanan deta nga pumatay. Mapangkajiili. Oh, mabilbilang lang tiramay. Oh, mapangkati probinsya. Mabilbilang lang tiramay, mga kaibigan. So imposible, imposible po nga hantay nga am-am mo isuda. Am-am mo yung man yung lakit tagpatang. Di ba? So nga please lang nga po, no mabalin, nagitoy iti di parikot, agagayam ka na po kailan itatapo nga pagbuungan tayo, papagayam. Okay po, idi na minsan, ada dito'y bangkay nga timpaw dito'y parte na po iti Banawang, the old Quirino Bridge, nasigayan da. Kita na gitsura na, kasla da jay napupukaw idi last month nga ni naganariyan, Prince Pilyado na da yan, da jay Bombayan. Kinapapatang ko ni paring Peter, mga kaibigan, Peter Singh. Tayo na tinagtawag kanya kini, last month pa yon. Pero ito yung Bombay, last scene, naudi nga nakita, di jay sentrum, di jay Santa Lucia. When, agpeso, titiko na nga ron, baka kidimat, no. Ada tinapanan na nakibarkadan, when no simurutan, itata, apay nga da di jay Banawang. Mabaling nga di jay nga ta siguro, ket awang kanumat ti donor na, jamo peso, di autopsy report, mga kaibigan, nagito yung dati punerarya, peso, no awan. Gagayim ka na po kailan, iti na kwa kanya na, nakita da. No, kasya man, kapag nga nakasapatos pa laing, no pang kumanagdigos, alang nga nakasapatos, posible nga, baka no, may titugtugaw da di Banawang, kapag na nagbabarkada, giinom da di ay, intinag da di ay, nalmes, mga kaibigan, anda posibilidad na nga kasyay, tapay nga nakasapatos pa lang isuna, papagayam. Dahil po, so nga, ginvestigar tayo man. Awang mga ti CCTV camera diyayan at di bagyo egay, awang mo tayo. Kan nagsipngat pa diyayan no tirabi na ta, awang mo tayo. Awang mga nagigan diyan na pariir restaurant, papagayam. Awang mo tayo na po. So nga, dahil tayo may isa tatakadagitay, nangyari dito awang pa ilaan. So nga, naging napukawan, iti members pamilya, nag-agbirbir, kayo pa lang ingana tatain kay kitaan. Baka amangan. Kaya kung nadaga, amangan ni Soda dyan, napurma ka no, mapurmamat na dyan. Papagam, dyan lang kasuotan nan, kaya medyo galante. At yung problema, awam mo ti sa bali apo nga, paglasinan. Gagayam ka na po kailan. Laki, amuan ito po amin na kita. Okay, kaya madamdaman to, BBM po tayo mga kaibigan. Dapat lang dyan Europe ni BBM niya. Jesus Republic tayo na din na minsan. Nagapod dyan Germany, napan Jesus Republic. Yon. So, madamdaman to BBM tayo to, nga gagayim ken kabsat. Programa, Ryanniag ti Ilocos Sur.
Rapaapo ka di ti makayayo abuya iti uneg iti pagtaingam. Anyama nagasapulam kas ti moderno a klase ti silaw, ada dita ti chandelier, LED lights, kenda dumapay. Kasabay karigiti agkakapintas at toilet bowl, wall claddings, stainless sa lababo, kasamit din na dumaduma ti klase na tiles, kenda dumapay ang materyales, at kasapulan ti pagbangon ti balay. Pasyaren ti AC Newborn Home and Builder Center. Nalawa ti showroom da, agkomportable kang agpili ti kayat mo a disenyo. Mabalin pa nga isuda iti magi-set up kadagiti gatangin. Masarakan sa Rizal Street, Sulphur, Bantay, Ilocos Sur. Imat matunan na Mr. and Mrs. Alain Chan. Saanen ngagtaktak mapankan sa JAC Newborn Home and Builders Center.
Nueva Segovia Consortium of Cooperatives. Ti kooperatiba ano bayagin nagseserbi kadang ti Ilocano iti amyanan a Luzon. Ti kooperatiba ang manipapaay ti serbisyo, benepisyo, ken mangisakit kariti empleyado ken miyembro na. Ti Nueva Segovia Consortium of Cooperatives wano NSCC ket adon tinatulungan na. Babayin med iti namayat alangin-langin ken kooperasyon dagiti miyembro ken mangimatmaton. Adon tinaturoasan ti kooperatiba. Adupay dagiti naynayon ang kasdek akas ti NSCC Farm, Chicharon Processing Facility, Macro Laboratory, kastamit din ti NSCC Plaza ken NSCC Business Center. So nga niya pelang terorayam makikapengkan iti kadakilan a kooperatiba iti probinsya. The Nueva Segovia Consortium of Cooperatives suma na NSCC. Imat matunan na daytoy ni Dr. Divina Kenny.
Ang init naman dito sa kotse mo, pare koy.
Sira na naman kasi yung aircon niya eh.
Sira na naman? Di ba kapapaayos mo lang kahapon? Pare, punta ka na kay Elmer Romero ng Romero's Car Aircon. A real air conditioning expert. 100% guarantee. Nakatipid ka na? Aircon mo, long life pa. Kaya punta na sa Romero's Car Aircon, the Denso Authorized Service Center with well-trained technician of Denso Philippines. Hindi lang basta aircon, Romero's Car Aircon. Located at National Highway, Balaling and Agay, Bantay, Ilocos Sur. For information, call or text 0939-922-8485.
Lisensya ba ang problema mo?
Yes,
Jaila Driving School ang puntahan mo.
I love it.
A driving school accredited by LTO. They offer TDC or Theoretical Driving Course. Kailangan ito para magkaroon ka ng Student Permit. PDC naman or Practical Driving Course para sa mga kumukuha ng mga non-prof or professional driver's license. Upgrading of restriction codes. Ito naman para madagdagan ang klase ng sasakyan na pwede mong imaneho. O di kaya ang Special Driving Course para sa mga gustong matuto ng tamang pagdadrive ng motorsiklo, tricycle, four wheels, manual or automatic, at iba pa.
It's great to learn these.
Jaila Driving School. Garantisado ang serbisyo. Mababait at masisipag pa ang mga magtuturo sa inyo.
You got it right.
Kaya madali kang matuto.
Beautiful day.
Jaila Driving School with its main branch located along Quirino Boulevard, Barangay 9, Kuta, Vigan City. And soon, Sinait Branch located National Highway, Kalanutian, Sinait, Ilocos Sur. Enroll now at Jaila Driving School. Put the key in the ignition. Invest in driver's education. For inquiries, call 0966-981-0745 or 0922-867-4357 or visit their Facebook page, Jaila Driving School. Enroll now.
Welcome to JNC Resort of Kawayan is now open to serve you. One of the best and widest resort in the province of Ilocos Sur, where you can find the widest pavilion that can accommodate more than 1,000 people. That good for wedding, seminars, conferences, and others. Relax and enjoy with the bar. Picnic grounds, clean villas for family and friends. Cadena de Amor Music Lounge, Bamboo Kubo Hut, the best and clean swimming pool with slide, JNC Resort with widest parking area. What you are waiting for? Come relax and enjoy at JNC Resort of Kawayan, Don Lorenzo Kerovin, Kawayan, Ilocos Sur. For reservation, please contact cell phone number 0917-135-8977. JNC Resort of Kawayan at gmail.com. JNC Resort of Kawayan, owned and managed by JNC Resort of Kawayan Incorporated.
As the Heritage Province of the North reopens to tourists, it launches the all-new Tour Ilocos Sur app. A quick guide to Ilocos Sur at your fingertips. find the best tourist spots. Hotels, bars and restaurants, and authentic Ilocos Sur products and food. Be updated on upcoming events, plus get notified on the important announcements and updates. Available for global download on Android and iOS. The Tour Ilocos Sur app. Historical becomes digital.
Okay, kablawa man ni Ma'am Lourdes Robinson. Kumusta ka dita nagtupakan Santa Maria? Kenda ito'y napintas nga catering services and restaurant mo ba? Barbaring no makapasyar kami to dita dahil ito'y kakaduan ito pisina ta padasa mamut nga may i-date dita niya. Barbaring Ma'am Lourdes, Juan, kumusta ka dita? No danto timing ang paliwawang palubos sa Diyos no muna tatag kadumat iti trabaho. Okay, ken kablawa mo dagitay aming nga empleyado, dagitay baro nga empleyado dita JNC Resort of Kawayan. Lalo na kadagitay core group officer, mga kaibigan, da Ma'am Larin, da Ma'am Constancia, ni Ma'am Edith, ken ni Ma'am Nora. Yan, isoda dagita po dagitay baro nga mangiman manehar ken makingkuka deta JNC Resort, dati nga Heritage Resort of Kawayan, Papagayam. Laki di kalman, imaya mo dita, nakadadumot apo na gito mag-swimming, nagdidigos, sorry din na minsan na pong rabi, na pang kami nagwalay dita ken ni paring Ryan Pardo. Papagayam, malagat very good. Business is as usual, mga kaibigan, dita po, Heritage Resort of Kawayan. Okay, lakmusta kayo amin dita, ngawan iti labas na. Negosyo, kasta nga talaga. Agro tata, summer season, Tingnan na dangaro din na po, break the heat. Okay, yung kayo agbabad nga, agdidigos. Or siya, mamimiss ko, ti panagdigos ita, di magusto kapag digos ang karayan, hangko nga kayat ti nagita, igid ti baybay, kada adada mabanugak nga dati agdigos, kaya naglangoy-langoy di ay, igid iti baybay. Kaya kahit ko dyan ti igid ti karayan. Di karayan, mga kaibigan, bagdigya po ta running water, aganod, ang akaslay kay igid di baybay nga subli-subli jay mureng mo kada dugyot mo di jay bumatok ka nainom mo malagis bom ya sa totoo lang diya ka mo swimming pool awan papalal na ag subli malaking yan jay dugyot mo parang ganon, mga kaibigan. So nasisa na jay running water nga karayan aglalo na mapangay ko magji Salcedo isos apo nagpintas si Salcedo si Salcedo apo nagpintas niya, di bago resort, napang kami diyan, nagadayo. Adayo lang aming kahit. Pero maganda, napakagandang resort, mga kaibigan. One of the best. Nature, ngamin nga talaga po. Yay. Okay? Lagi tayo po, nukas pangarigan bilang laang, nukas anong po sitwasyon. Tinito ya po. Okay, mapantay ken ni BBM, mga kaibigan.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to most cordially welcome you to the Council on the occasion of the press conference on the occasion of the state visit of His Excellency Ferdinando Romualdez Marcos, President of the Philippines. I'd like to ask our President to take the floor. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dear distinguished Mr. President, I highly esteem that during your trip to Europe, Mr. President, you, apart from Germany, also decided to visit the Czech Republic. It is not only the proof of interest in the mutual cooperation, but also a proof to the top quality of our mutual relations. Last year, we actually commemorated 50 years of bilateral relations with the two countries, between the two countries, which, however, go further back into the history. Let me mention the close bonds between our two countries through the friendship between Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines, and our teacher and scientist, Mr. Ferdinand Blumentritt. They were close friends indeed, and it has until now been remembered by Jose Rizal Vista in Litomnice and also in the Czech National Bank in Prague. So there is a lot to build on. And I was happy during the discussions with the President and between the delegations to see the close standpoints of positions, not only on mutual cooperation, but also the international situation, regardless of the long distance, geographical distance between our two countries. We have the opportunity to speak about many areas of potentially expanded cooperation in the future. On both these sides, there is strong will and determination to further expand the framework that is built on framework agreements and other documents. Future meetings will continue with that during Mr. President's visit in the Czech Republic in Prague, but also in the future. Very soon, our Minister of Agriculture shall visit the Philippines with a numerous delegation of our businessmen with specific particular plans to offer. We also have companies that are involved in defense industry, manufacturing, then in farming and agriculture, science, technology, energy sector, power sector. Many of these businesses do have a particular specific plans for their future cooperation, potential cooperation with the Philippines counterparts. And it doesn't only concern purchase products, but also technology transfer, technology cooperation, know-how sharing, funding of many innovative forms in order to facilitate the implementation of such projects in the nearest future. I also appreciate the signing of a joint communique and the establishment of labor consultations mechanisms. As we all know, the labor market in the Czech Republic suffers from shortage of workforce, and the Philippines rank among the top countries that send to us, or from where we have top qualified or highly skilled workers. I am glad that the Philippines are interested in upskilling. We also work on legal and other mechanisms that would facilitate the work of such workers in our country, and they also have to enjoy equal standing and protection of rights, just like all others. Let me say welcome, be welcome, Mr. President. Mr. President shall visit Senate, also the Prime Minister and Chamber of Deputies, and in the evening we shall meet again on the occasion of gala dinner, and I believe we shall cover other topics of mutual interest. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I wish to convey, first of all, my warm appreciation to His Excellency, President Petr Pavel, for the government and the government of the Czech Republic for this very kind invitation for me to come to the state visit that we are here for today. President Pavel and I had a very productive meeting this morning discussing a range of topics, foremost being the ways in which the Philippines and the Czech Republic can strengthen our bilateral relationship and cooperation and our multilateral partnerships. I am pleased to note that our countries have been enjoying warm and friendly relations for the past 5 decades. In fact, this visit of mine to the Czech Republic now invigorates our ongoing celebration of the 50th anniversary of our diplomatic ties, which was established in October of 1975. We are only just beginning to appreciate the huge potential of our cooperation in various areas of mutual interest to our two countries. In my talks with the President, we explored various opportunities for future partnerships in trade and investment, agriculture, green economy, and renewable energy, space and aerospace, education, tourism, the defense and cybersecurity, and of course, labor, amongst others, which manifest the host of many opportunities that we have to strengthen our partnership with the Czech Republic. We discussed the potential in increasing the bilateral trade between our two countries. I also highlighted to the President the Philippines' remarkable economic performance, making it an attractive destination for Czech investment in the areas of IT/BPM, in electronics, manufacturing, food and agriculture, and automotive EV manufacturing, amongst others. I am optimistic that we will be able to attract more Czech traders and investors to do business with the Philippines as a result of this increased engagement between our respective business sectors. We look forward to the convening of the second meeting of the Philippines-Czech Republic Joint Committee on Economic Cooperation in Manila that will occur later this year. I took note of the Czech Republic's announcement that you have increased the quota for Filipino workers from 5,500 to almost double that from January 2024 to 10,300 per year starting in May of 2024. But just before this press conference, President Pavel and I witnessed the signing of the joint communique to establish a labor consultations mechanism between the Philippine Department of Migrant Workers and the Czech Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs. We shared with President Pavel the latest development on the West Philippine Sea and South China Sea. And I understand that the Philippines' position in the South China Sea remains consistent and clear and firmly anchored in the 92 UNCLOS. While it is unfortunate that there are still persistent incidents of aggression and harassment in the South China Sea, we continue to engage all our neighbors and stakeholders through diplomacy and dialogue. I thank President Pavel for the Czech Republic's support as a like-minded partner in upholding peace, stability, and the rules-based international order. I am very pleased to also reiterate my sincere appreciation to the government and the people of the Czech Republic for the warm welcome that you have accorded to myself, the First Lady, and of course the rest of the Philippine delegation. This state visit reaffirms the Philippines' commitment in further cultivating the bonds and friendship which the Czech Republic and cementing the enduring ties between our countries and our people with a very special connection in terms of the time that our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, spent here in Prague together with his friend Ferdinand Blumentritt, and it is something that is very well appreciated by all Filipinos, and it is something that provides us a foundation on which to build upon. Thank you very much.
Now we have got a short time for questions because the President is already expected in the...
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies. My question is for both President Marcos and President Pavel. What kind of defense cooperation are we exploring to support the Philippines in defending international law, particularly in the issue of the South China Sea?
Well, we discussed. We discussed. Well, first of all, we have based our discussions on the fact that the Czech Republic and the Philippines share the same values when it comes to the adherence to international law, and that is something that again we find as a commonality between our two countries. As we pointed out and continue to discuss, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is undergoing a modernization program. And under that modernization program, there will be a great deal of procurement that needs to be done to modernize our forces and to modernize our capabilities. And the Czech Republic has always been an important part of that development, of that evolution. And we are hoping that that will continue, not only at its present level, but at a higher level.
Well, I'll merely add that the Czech Republic has had a long-lasting tradition when it comes to defense industry. We have a lot to offer in this era, both when it comes to aviation, aircraft, and land equipment. And it will be the topic of future discussions, specifically what will be provided. But we also see possible cooperation in cybersecurity and in the use and development of high-tech or modern technologies. I believe that both the countries have a lot to offer, and there is lots of space or room for cooperation. As to South China Sea, we fully support the Philippines when it comes to their entitlement to free movement of goods and also marine transport, because that's a principle that not only we all respect, but which also secures global and regional stability. And to us, South China Sea may seem to be far, far away, but if you take into account the percentage or share of world or global trade passes through this area, any disruption of these routes would have an adverse impact on Europe, not only in the form of shortage of goods, but also soaring prices, which is why we have to pay attention to this topic. Zuzana Smeshkova, Czech television. Hi, hello. Mr. President, you have already actually answered the question concerning the South China Sea. Therefore, the question is addressed to Mr. Marcos. You mentioned that you want to also approach the United States of America when it comes to the solution of this situation. At the beginning of next year, you should meet Antony Blinken, the Foreign Secretary, next week. So what do you expect from that?
Well, it is really an ongoing process in that all of these discussions are really just as far as the Philippines is concerned with the maintenance of peace in the South China Sea. It is an issue that is not only important for those around the region, the Indo-Pacific region, for ASEAN, and for the member states of ASEAN that surround the South China Sea, but also because this is the safe navigation and passage of the South China Sea is important to international trade, as close to 60% of international trade goes through that channel, and we hope to continue with these discussions, and with an eye not to winning any kind of conflict, but really just to maintain the peace and to continue to defend the sovereignty and the sovereign rights of the Philippines when it comes to these international differences that we are having to deal with right now.
To thank all of you for coming, and I wish you the most enjoyable afternoon. Thank you, and see you.
The Czech Republic. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Your Excellencies, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mr. Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., and the President of the Czech Republic, Mr. Petr Pavel. Thank you. Very good morning, Mr. President of the Republic of the Philippines, Your Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Mr. President of the Czech Republic, Mr. Petr Pavel, Excellencies and honorable members of the Philippine delegation, Mr. Deputy Minister, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor to welcome you here in the Chernin Palace. Magandang araw, maligayang pagdating sa Palasyo ang Chernin. We have gathered here to attend the Czech-Philippine Business Forum, which is organized on the occasion of the historic state visit of His Excellency, the President of the Philippines. It is indeed a great privilege for the MFA, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, to host this event, honored by the presence of the two heads of state. On this note, I would like to invite the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Jan Marian, to give us his welcome remarks.
Thank you. Excellencies, Mr. President Marcos, Mr. President Pavel, distinguished members of the delegation from the Philippines, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my minister, Jan Lipavsky, who is currently on a working visit in the US, it's my honor to extend a warm welcome to all members, distinguished guests gathered today here for the Czech-Philippine Business Forum. We are more than happy to host this event in this historic and beautiful premises of the Chernin Palace. Today's official program, featuring presentations on the industries of both countries, followed by business-to-business meetings, sets the stage for fruitful collaboration and partnerships that will drive our economies forward. A possible bilateral cooperation in various sectors of industry, such as agriculture, IT, transport, energy, and environment, will be discussed today. Moreover, the signing of 3 agreements underscores our shared commitment to enhance cooperation across a range of sectors. Czechia is a developed economy with a strong industrial tradition, and we see the Philippines as a dynamically growing country with many opportunities for mutual cooperation. So I'm confident that this event will serve as a catalyst for fruitful exchanges and partnerships between our two countries. Many thanks for your presentation, presence, and contributions to this forum. Let's pave the way for a future filled with shared successes and joint achievements. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Minister. And now I have the honor to invite His Excellency, Mr. Petr Pavel, the President of the Czech Republic, to deliver his keynote remarks. Mr. President.
Good morning to all of you, Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to address you all today at the beginning of the Czech-Philippines Business Forum. I am glad that the prospect of better mutual cooperation generates such a great interest among companies from both Czechia and the Philippines. I hope that the meetings today will bring all of us a little closer when it comes to interesting business opportunities. I would also like to thank the organizers and especially the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for hosting this event. And of course, also many thanks to all Czech and Philippine businessmen and women who decided to come here today. Last year, our two countries marked the 50th anniversary since the beginning of our diplomatic relations. And you will be probably aware that Czech Prime Minister Fiala visited the Philippines last year. I also appreciate that the current visit of President Marcos is not the last opportunity for our two countries to meet this year. A large business delegation accompanying Czech Minister of Agriculture, Výborný, will travel to Manila just next week. And other visits are in the pipeline. Yesterday, we had a very open and frank discussions on how we can promote prosperity and security for our citizens. Despite the geographical distance, our countries have many similar challenges. We identified together a number of areas in which we can do much better. The combination of the Philippines' strong position in semiconductors and electronics and Czechia being the most industrialized country in the EU make us a perfect match within the same value chain. I am also confident that the Czech know-how and experience in aviation, transport, space and defense can greatly contribute to the increase of the Philippines' competitiveness and diversification of its economy. This year, we are strengthening our cooperation regarding local legal economic migration. Czechia is in strong demand for employees in the various sectors and of our industry, and we have already a very good experience with a highly skilled Philippine workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, today's world is facing many uncertainties, but the best thing we can do is work more together, look for new partners and like-minded nations wherever they are. For the business, the main characteristics were always courage, determination, drive, innovation. I would like to urge you to use all these characteristics to the benefit of our two countries. Thank you very much, and I wish you successful meetings today.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And now it's my great privilege to ask you to welcome as our next speaker, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency, Mr. Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Mr. President.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Peter Pavel, the Deputy Foreign Minister Jan Marian, Vice President of the Confederation of Industry of the Czech Republic, Milena Jaburkova, Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce of the Czech Republic, Jana Hardova, Czech officials, my colleagues in the Philippine government, the distinguished guests who have joined us here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today at this Philippines-Czech Business Forum. For this event symbolizes the burgeoning partnership and shared aspirations of our two nations. Organized by the Philippine Embassy in Prague and the Philippine Trade and Investment Center in Berlin, with the support of and in cooperation with the Czech Republic's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Confederation of Industry, and the Chamber of Commerce. This event showcases the potential for economic cooperation and serves as a testament to the strong diplomatic ties that bind the Philippines and the Czech Republic. I would also like to express my sincerest gratitude to President Pavel for his insightful keynote address, which has laid a solid foundation for our discussions here today. President Pavel, your leadership and in fostering a deeper understanding and collaboration between our two countries is truly commendable, and certainly we are very, very grateful for your attention and continuing interest in the Philippines. As we proceed with today's agenda, I look forward to the signing of the Memoranda of Understanding that will mark a significant milestone in our journey towards mutual prosperity. These agreements are not just documents. They are a commitment to unlocking the vast potential that lies in our partnership, especially in the semiconductor and IT BPM sectors. These strengths that are complementary in these different industries stand to benefit from this collaboration. We pave the way for innovation and for development. The Philippines, with its strategic location and our vibrant economy, is committed to become a reliable partner for the Czech Republic in implementing its Indo-Pacific strategy. We believe that by working together, we can achieve our shared goals of stability, economic growth, and sustainable development in the region. Moreover, we seek the support of the Czech Republic for the resumption of the Philippine-EU Free Trade Agreement negotiations. We believe that the resumption of these negotiations will be a big step in furthering our trade relations with the end view to establish a stable, predictable, and enabling business environment that promotes inclusive and sustainable growth and development. Furthermore, today's agreements also signify a very exciting step forward. They embody our commitment to complement our strengths and explore new avenues of cooperation. The expertise of the Czech Republic in minerals processing is of particular interest to us. Hence, we invite Czech companies to invest in the processing of our critical minerals, offering a robust diversification plan that can mitigate the risks of global supply chain disruptions, as we have seen in the recent years. As we look to the future, we eagerly anticipate welcoming Czech Republic companies to further discussions and potential industry cooperation during the upcoming Joint Committee on Economic Cooperation this July. This will be a very important opportunity to deepen our dialogue, to explore new partnerships, and foster an environment conducive to business and investment between our two countries. So let us embrace this forum as a starting point for a journey filled with opportunities and challenges, but also triumphs. With mutual respect and understanding, we can forge a partnership that not only benefits our nations, but also contributes to the broader goals of peace, prosperity, and stability in the Indo-Pacific region and beyond. Thank you, and I look forward to the fruitful outcomes of our collaboration. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Maraming salamat po. I would like to thank both the presidents for their inspiring words and for the confirmation of their commitment to the Czech-Philippine relations. On a personal note, I'm saying that as someone who's a strong believer in that, as someone who started his diplomatic career 30 years in Manila. So it's very personal to me as well. Thank you very much for that. I'm also very glad that, as Mr. President just mentioned, that the potential is going to be confirmed by signing of 3 important agreements today. For this purpose, we will now proceed to the signing ceremony of the 3 agreements, 3 documents, and all the agreements will be signed in the presence of Their Excellencies the Presidents. The first document which is to be signed is the MOU on cooperation between the Semiconductor and Electronic Industries of the Philippines Foundation and the Electrical and Electronic Association of the Czech Republic. I would like to invite the signatories, Dr. Danilo Lachica, who's the president of SAP, and Mr. Jiří Holoubek, who's the president of the ELA. Through the MOU which is about to be signed, both sides intend to establish a long-term collaborative relationship in the field of electronics that would include participation in the global network of leading technology and innovation centers or engagement of small and mid-sized companies. Thank you very much. The second document is the Agreement of Mutual Cooperation between IT and Business Process Association of the Philippines and the Confederation of Industry of the Czech Republic. And the agreement will be signed by Mrs. Milena Jaburková, the Vice President of the Confederation of Industry of the Czech Republic, and Mr. Jonathan R. Madrid, the President and CEO of the IT and Business Process Association of the Philippines. The aim of the agreement is to promote commercial and industrial relations between our two countries. It covers, among others, exchange of better practices on policy and regulations, development and promotion of IT competencies and certifications, or facilitation of responsible implementation of the artificial intelligence. Thank you very much. And the third document is the Agreement of Mutual Cooperation between the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Confederation of Industry of the Czech Republic. It's going to be signed by Madam Consul Enunina Vimangio, the President of the PCCI, and the Vice President of the Confederation of Industry of the Czech Republic, Mrs. Milena Jaburková. The agreement seeks to promote trade and investment between our two countries and includes also exchanges of trade missions, organization of trade and investment seminars, B2B matching, or exchange of market information. Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite all the signatories to join the presidents for a group photo. Thank you very much. As this concludes the part one of our forum, and Their Excellency the President will be leaving, I would like to ask you to rise and give them a huge applause of appreciation for their support of the Czech-Philippine business cooperation. Thank you very much.
Order, as well as enhancing cooperation in the areas of peace and development, defense cooperation, maritime cooperation,
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., and First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos.
Thank you, Secretary Manny Bunwan, for your introduction. All of the, please take your seats. cabinet secretaries present here today, our constant companions, and as we leave and arrive, uh, the Pasay City Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano, and Pasay City Lone District Representative Antonino Calixto, the AFP Chief of Staff, and the service commanders that are here today, and of course the Vice President Sara Duterte. And good afternoon to you all. I am pleased to share with you and the Filipino people the results of my back-to-back visits to Germany and then to the Czech Republic. My visit to Berlin was also part of the 70th anniversary of Philippine-German diplomatic relations, and the Philippines and the Czech Republic are celebrating as well 50 years of bilateral ties. In Germany, I was able to meet with Chancellor Olaf Scholz and discussed matters of significance to both our countries, particularly on upholding the rule of law and promoting a rules-based international order, as well as enhancing cooperation in the areas of peace and development, defense cooperation, maritime cooperation, trade and investment, including on critical raw materials and renewable energy, climate change, and labor. I emphasized the Philippines' commitment to a clean energy future and invited German investments in green energy initiatives. Chancellor Scholz also remarked on the crucial role of our overseas Filipino workers in Germany. And once again, we highlighted their contributions to the economy and to the society of Germany. In the Czech Republic, I met with the heads of the Czech government, President Petr Pavel and Prime Minister Petr Fiala, and the heads of the Czech Parliament, Senate President Milos Vystrčil and Speaker of the Chamber of Deputies Markéta Pekarová Adamová. We discussed ways to further strengthen our bilateral cooperation in the areas of trade and investment, defense, agriculture, renewable energy, transport, and, of course, people-to-people exchanges. I underscored the Philippines' remarkable economic performance and invited Czech businesses to invest in the areas of IT BPM, electronics manufacturing, food and agriculture, and automotive and electric vehicle manufacturing, amongst other things. I also met with German and Czech businessmen. As they are keen to expand their ventures to the Philippines, and I'm glad to announce that my German visit resulted in business agreements for projects with an aggregate value of $4 billion in the sectors of renewable energy, manufacturing, healthcare, innovation and startups, IT BPM, minerals processing, agriculture, and aerospace. During my time in Berlin, I was able to discuss with Lufthansa Technik its expansion plan in the Philippines, which entails the construction of a second hangar in Clark. This expansion project is valued at $150 million or 8 billion pesos. I also extended my appreciation to Siemens for their unwavering support and confidence in Filipino talent and the company's continuing commitment to support the capacity building of Filipino technical personnel in the field of healthcare. In the Czech Republic, I received business agreements in pivotal sectors such as semiconductors and IT BPM that underscore a shared commitment to bilateral cooperation, facilitating exchange programs and skill enhancement initiatives. Germany and the Czech Republic have also expressed their valuable support for the resumption of the Philippines-EU Free Trade Agreement negotiations. In this regard, I have authorized DTI Secretary Fred Pascual to make the necessary follow-up on the progress of the FTA discussions at the EU headquarters in Brussels, where he is presently. During the visit, several agreements covering important areas of cooperation were signed. The joint declaration of intent on strengthening cooperation in the maritime sector between Philippines and German transportation agencies. The cooperation program between the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA, and the German Federal Institute for Vocational Education and Training, and as well as the joint communique on the establishment of labor consultation mechanisms between Philippine and Czech labor agencies. This came about also because the Czech Republic has expanded its quota for Filipino workers to go to the Czech Republic from about 5,000 previously to now it is 10,300 a year. And I had the honor, of course, of hosting and addressing our kababayans in separate events in Berlin and in Prague. There are more than 35,000 Filipinos in Germany and around 7,000 in the Czech Republic. And I reassured our countrymen of this government's unwavering commitment to creating more job opportunities and improving our economy, ensuring that they can return home to the Philippines and earn a livelihood without having to sacrifice their time with their loved ones. Overall, I am confident that these visits to Germany and the Czech Republic have strengthened our bonds with these two countries in Central Europe and created opportunities for cooperation and prosperity. Thank you all. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong, mapaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Rapa gaditi makay ayo abuya iti uneg iti pagtaingam. Anyama nagasapulam kas ti moderno a klase iti silaw ada ti chandelier LED lights kenda dumapay. Kasabay karigiti agkakapintas a toilet bowl, wall claddings stainless sa lababo, kasamenten na dumaduma ti klase na a tiles kenda dumapay a materyales agkasapulan ti pagbangon ti balay. Pasyaren ti AC Newborn Home and Builder Center. Nalawa ti showroom da, agkomportable kang agpili ti kayat mo a disenyo. Mabalin pa nga isuday ti mani-set up kadagiti gatangin. Masarakan sa Rizal Street, Sulphur, Bantay, Ilocos Sur. Imatmatunan na Mr. and Mrs. Alain Chan. Saanen ngagtaktak mapankan sa AC Newborn Home and Builder Center.
Nueva Segovia Consortium of Cooperatives. Ti kooperatiba ano bayagin nagseserbi kadang ti Ilocano iti amyanan a Luzon. Ti kooperatiba ang magpapaay ti serbisyo, benepisyo, ken mangisakit kariti empleyado ken miyembro na. Ti Nueva Segovia Consortium of Cooperatives wano NSCC ket adon tinatulungan na.